What's up, everyone? This is Ronnie. I'm just coming to you today with a sales update video for May 2017. It was a decent month. I think we finished up just over $8,000. Two things you'll notice that we sold a lot of this month, and I didn't pick them all out. Well, we did sell a lot of suits and sport coats and also a lot of shoes. So we'll get into a screen share here. Start showing some of this stuff. Damn it, I did this live. Okay, I didn't mean to do this live. I meant to do this private. But since you're all there, I'll check back a little bit later to see if there's any questions or any issues. All right, right here, this is a vintage St. Louis Cardinals hat. It's a fitted cap. I picked it up because it looked really clean. You can see here, Made USA, Amco. This is probably 80s, I want to say. Really nice looking hat. It looked like it was never worn. I mean, you can see from the band there. It's really clean. Tags all look good. Made USA. I paid $2 for this at a state sale. I got this with a helmet that also sold. This took about 3 weeks to sell. Sold right around $28. eBay is not going to show me exactly what it sold for, and I can't really go back through this and try to figure it out. It would take me way too many hours. But depending on what kind of sale we had, the prices sold right around $28 plus $5 to ship. And hats, we just shipped those, and we got boxes for those. I believe they're 8x8x8. We ship them. They go first class, you know, usually between $3 and $4. All right, this was a polo spell-out shirt. See it spelled out across the chest area. This is an older tag. See right there, it's 2 extra large. Still had the sticker on the front there. You can see right there. I picked this up at a Salvation Army. I paid $2. We sold this for $45 exactly, and I had it up probably for about this sold in about 2 or 3 weeks. Took a best offer, threw in free shipping, as this only weighed like 7 or 8 ounces to ship, so it was like $2.77. Every once in a while, I'll look through the t-shirts and pick some out, but it's not usually. I don't know. Don't spend too much time in the t-shirt department. This is a shirt. This sold in about 5 hours of listing it. Sold for full price, $49.99 plus $4 to ship. This brand is a fairly newer brand, like it says right there on the tag. Established 2000. What does that say? It either says 2013, 2011. Okay. I feel like Alani over here. Garage flips, but it has a nice pattern. See right there, like a blue, lavender, and white check. My wife was away. I took these pictures for this shirt. I did okay, but shirt sold extremely quick. This was a Goodwill pickup, $5 shirt. This brand, Untuckit, sells usually pretty well for me and fairly quickly. I don't think I've ever sat on one more than a week if priced right. They usually sell in the 35 to 50 range. Only reason I went with 50 on this one is due to the pattern and also the size being extra large. Picked these up at a state sale. I paid $5 for the pair. They're a pair of Bose speaker wall ceiling brackets, and they were brand new in the package. I scanned these. These were selling for about $35 on Amazon, but I'm unauthorized to sell any Bose stuff on Amazon, so I sold them on eBay, a lot of them together, and these sold right around $45 plus another $7 to ship. And they took These took about 3 months to sell. So it wasn't the fastest thing, but they did sell. And I priced them a little bit higher. People were getting about $25, $30 for one, so I was trying to get that for two, but two of them weren't selling quite that well. There was people selling lots of 10 for like $100. I was like, oh man. But here we go. This is the New York Giants helmet. Pick this up with that other baseball cap we found before. This sold in about a week or so. Sold pretty quickly. It was with the tag still on it. And the guy told me it was a game use helmet, which or player issued, and I really wasn't sure. But at $5, I figured there was money to be made. It was really dirty, and I put that in the description. I mean, it needed to be cleaned. It looked like it was sitting somewhere for a while. Has scuffs, dirt, good condition, even though it's with the tag. I mean, there's a scuff right there. But if you took a little bit of time, that would clean up well. I didn't want to spend too much time on it. Like I said, this sold extremely quick, probably within a week, 10 days, if I remember. It might have been even 2 weeks, but it sold extremely quick. I took a best offer on this of $55 plus $15 to ship. I actually shipped this FedEx. It was about $10 to ship it, actually. And I believe it went to Minnesota. Who knew? There's Giants fans in Minnesota. I love this kind of stuff, these old basketball champion jerseys. We used to, when we were kids, we grew up in Long Island, and we used to go up to my parents, had a piece of property in upstate New York, and Cooperstown. So we went to Cooperstown a few times here and there over the years. And if we went over the summer, my dad would always take us to the Champion Outlet, which is in Sydney, New York. There was another one maybe in Norwich at the time. I don't quite remember. But we were able to pick up these jerseys, and they were always fairly cheap. I mean, or at least me. I don't know if my brother really got too many of them, but I was able to get 5, 10 jerseys at a time because they were actually really reasonable. If I remember right, they were like $10 or so. And if I had my own money, I would buy so many jerseys. It didn't even matter the player a lot of the times. Really love these. This is one right here is of Kevin Garnett when he was with Minnesota. This sold right around, I believe, $55 plus another $4 shipping. Really nice jersey. I love these things. They're just cool. They don't make them like this anymore. Just really nice jerseys. There's the Champion logo, and it has the NBA sticker on it. This is just screen printed one. So if you find the sewn on ones, and even like the authentic player issued ones, go for great money. Some piece I'm hoping to find one day of some player. I don't even care the player. This is a LaRoe dress. I remember all the lady resellers talking about this. And you know what? I was in the thrift store. This took about a month to sell. I was in the thrift store. I went to talk to my wife. And we were trying to hurry her up out of the store. And I went over there, and I just happened to see the tag. I'm trying to figure out what the tag looks like. There's the tag, and I seen the tag, and I'm looking at the name, and I'm like, I think that's that brand. They're really cheaply made, I think. It's really, I don't know. I don't know how you ladies spend decent money on these things, but this sold. I think we were into it for like $3.99 at a Salvation Army, and we sold this right around $55, I believe. So that was pretty cool. This I've had forever, for like 2 years. This is a Confederate Railroad music industry gold CD cassette music award thingy. I had this about a year. I mean, I was just lucky to get this out of stock. and move it on. This is, I paid $10 for this, and this sold for right around $50, I believe. I think I even took an offer. I don't remember what the shipping was. It went calculated. This is a Sony Walkman, like media digital player thingy, kind of like an iPod, I guess. Had a screen on it. It was a Target exclusive. I paid $10 for this at a yard sale from somebody. I scanned it. It was looked like it was selling for good money. This sold right around $60, and sold right around $60, $7 to ship. Moved it. I was happy with it. Pair of Salvatore Ferragamo men's horsebit shoe. I found these. These took about 3 weeks to sell. I sold these right around $60, I believe. They were used condition. See the horsebit right there, and close-up picture of it. But there was some wear. Remember, if I did a haul video a few weeks ago on these. Sold. They weren't really that bad, but there was a very thin layer of leather, and then it went to the rubber there. And they weren't, I mean, you can see here from this picture, there's very little wear on the sole, on the heels, but they were worn. I mean, you can see right there a lot of the thing. Size 12B, I think. What size was B? B is narrow. I'm actually surprised these sold as fast as they did. But I was into those for, I think, $5.99 or $5.49. See what's going on in the chat here real quick. Am I here? Camera's off. All right, just checking right now to make sure how you guys are doing. I got to check out this chat to make sure everything's good, kosher. Go back over here. All right, let me see here. What's up, Lonnie? Garage Flips, Upstate Thrifter, Chicago Crown Hustler. Wasteland Scavenger. Hey, it's a new name. How you doing? Thrifty Treasures, Tanya, Turtle Trader. We have more. I'm going to get to more in a minute. I just wanted to make sure everything. I kind of forgot. I meant to do this private. It went live. So I'm just seeing, just making sure everything's good. Just making sure there's no questions or anything crazy over here. Yes, Untuckit does have a lot of you do see the commercials for the show on TV. I don't watch a lot of TV, but I do come across that one every once in a while. All right, we're gonna get back into this thing here and speed this up. Nobody wants to hear us chit chat. But where did we leave off? We left off on a pair of Salvatore Ferragamos, didn't we? All right, next item up. If it wants to show, okay, there it is a Joseph Boo, I guess you want to call it. This is a 3X sport coat, bigger size. Was really a nice looking jacket, looked to never been worn. You can see it has a really nice, like Glen plaid pattern. Really nicer jacket. Has the elbow patches on it. Has the ticket pocket, which is that third pocket. It still had the buttons inside the inside. I mean, inside on the inside pocket, there was a package of buttons. I'm not sure if it's ever been worn, or if it was probably only worn once. I usually would not pick these suits up. They're not really the highest quality, or less you can get them into them for pretty cheap. But we were into this for about $6. But the big key here is the 3X. Anytime you get into a 3X or bigger size things like that, sport coats, there's not as many out there to look for to have, so you can kind of get a better price. I don't remember exactly what this sold for. It's probably sold between $60 and $70 plus $9 to ship. So not bad. And it was probably listed 3 or 4 months. This I've had listed about 2 months. This is not the greatest great brand, and we'll talk about why it's not a great find though. But I still picked it up. It was a part of a suit. See right there, it's Ralph Lauren Purple Label. It was a wool and cashmere blend. But the thing is, 99% wool, 1% cashmere. It's like giving just a sliver of something. But it was part of a suit. And okay, I didn't take a picture of the inside tag. The inside tag actually it was part of a 3-piece suit from what I could see on the tag. A lot of the Ralph Lauren Purple Label stuff will have on the tags if it's 2-piece, 3-piece suit. If I had the vest and the pants to go with this, this would have been probably a 350 to probably 750 set. If I want, how dependent how long I wanted to wait for it. But because it was just the top, and people don't always, often sport coats or suits, I should say, suit tops are just not good buys. But this took a little while. The brand sold me. I would go after higher end brands. If I came across them at a thrift store, I'd probably buy them and list them just because of the brand name. It's hard for me to leave it behind. But I got this on a half off day. It was like $3-4. I don't know if I would have paid more than $7 or $8 for it. This is a Tamiya Clod Buster. This is just the what do you want to call it? The body. I had this part of my RC cars and trucks I have in my storage unit. I started to go through some of the stuff. I actually picked this up from Chad a while back. I don't remember what I paid for it from Chad, probably like $25-30. And I sold this. This sold for right around 70. I think it sold for $75 plus another $10 to ship. I mean, it's not in the greatest condition as you can see from the pictures here. It does have nicks and wear on the corner. It's missing a headlight. Same thing here. The corners are a little, but very hard to come across this. This was dirty too. I did not even attempt to clean this up. It just got shipped the way it was. Went out, sold it. A lot of these RC car bodies and stuff like that actually do really well. These are a pair of Brooks Brothers. These are made in England. They're patent leather, like tuxedo shoes. I don't remember what I paid for these. Probably under $10. Really good condition. See right there, Brooks Brothers. It's faded a little bit. Inside writing on the shoe. Yada, yada, yada. There's the soles right there. Brooks Brothers, made in England. Really nice shoe. Some of these are made by Pearl and Company. Some of them are made by, there's another company. Alden's makes some of the Brooks Brothers stuff. Really good stuff. I had these probably listed about 3 months. I found like back-to-back days, I found a pair of Brooks Brothers formal shoes. Sold one really quick, and this one I hung out a little bit, but didn't matter. These sold right around probably $70-75 with 10 to ship. And like I said, I was into them under 10. This is a Robert Graham shirt. People say they can't sell them. This took about probably a month to sell. Found it. It's 2 extra large. It does have a little bit of the pattern on the front there. Nice flip cuffs you see right there. It's all embroidered on the front. Really, this style shirt's really not in as much as it used to be. It was really hot for a while, and now it's kind of cooled off. But you still have the right pattern, the right shirt, you can right size, you can still ask and get good money. This probably sold right around 75, $80. I was into it for probably $5 or $6. I got it at Salvation Army. There's no way they would have charged more than that. And that's about it. I mean, Robert Grant. Some of them, I mean, it's one of those things, they either sell really good or they'll sit forever. But I'll buy them if I can get into them for cheap. These are a pair of Allen Edmonds. Park Avenue's the model. Black cap toe design. You see right there, that's the cap toe. That was funny how I said it. But you see right there, you can actually see the model on the shoe. A lot of the Allen Edmonds will show you the model. Some Allen Edmonds are really good. Some are trash and not really worth picking up. And you got to watch it because a lot of places do know this is a higher brand of shoe and will charge more. And certain models just do not sell. So it's always good if you're unfamiliar with the model to look up the model. Park Avenue is really good model from them. Not have these too long because I picked these up, and you can see my ghetto way of getting the price off. The price is really gone, but you can still see some of the marker on them. I just took some sandpaper and sanded it off very lightly. They're actually in really good condition, not that bad. These were only up a few days, and they sold. I think I paid $15 for these, and they sold for about $75. Come on, let's go. Okay, there we go. This is a Ralph Lauren Black Label men's wool cashmere blend two-piece suit. Now, there's some good things with this suit and there's some bad things with this suit. I took this for a best offer. Has two pros and two cons really with this suit. Two pros, it is Ralph Lauren Black Label. It's a little bit higher. It is a wool and cashmere blend. Bad thing, it's a 38 short. I don't know really much about size, but we're almost going to like a kid here. I mean, this is almost like Kids R Us kind of stuff. And double-breasted suits, kind of a little more dated style. I had this 6 months. I paid $10 for it in that neighborhood. See if we can get to the tag. Actually, on the tag it says 38 regular. But and once again, damn Ralph Lauren with their 2% cashmere. But okay, yeah, I think I put short due to the sleeve length here. Shoulder seam to cuff was only 22. That is short, and I think somebody had these altered. That's why I put short. It should have been about 23.5 to 24 on that size of a jacket. And these were what do you want to call it? Working cuffs, to where the buttons on the cuffs actually come unbuttoned. So there's no fixing it. It's already been, you can't fix that. So they were probably tailored to somebody, bought it one size, and then had it tailored to fit them for another size. I figured there was a reason why I did that. Got about 6 or 7 more here. This is a Giorgio Armani women's blazer top here. We got this at a state sale probably 2 years ago. We picked up so much Giorgio Armani stuff. Giorgio Armani women's stuff does not sell that fast, believe it or not. Picked up so much stuff at that place. It was probably 40, 50 pieces, and it's weird that every once in a while we still selling something from that lot. This is their kind of their top of the line there, the Milano, whatever that says after that, Barn Good, whatever. That's their top of the line women's wear. You can see right there, it still had the buttons attached on the inside pocket and everything. There was a lot of stuff from that sale. You can see right there, there's part of the tag and everything like that. Usually you'll find that ripped out. especially Giorgio Armani stuff. They rip it out, and it's really hard sometimes to tell the material of these things. Really, I thought it was a decent pattern. I thought somebody was like it. Maybe it could be dated. We sold this. I think I took an offer of about $100 on this, plus $8 to ship. And like I said, we had it for a while. We were not into it for more than probably $5 or $10. We got a lot of stuff at that estate sale. A lot of it was brand new, and I'm happy we're getting to the end of that stuff. These are a pair of men's shoes. These are Hitchcock. These sold in about 3 weeks. They're loafer style. They have the tassels on the front there. Bigger size, 13E. E is wide. See right there. These are just really nice looking shoe. I mean, Hitchcock is an okay brand. I kind of got it more because it's made in England. I don't even think they make, I'm not even 100% sure they make shoes anymore. See right there. These shoes are never worn. See right here, leather soles. You know, they're perfect condition. But I paid $10 for these, and we sold them for, I believe, $110 plus $10 shipping. And that sold on the 1st. I don't know what I did here, but that's not supposed to be in this month's. I messed up. All right, these are a pair of St. John Collection women's wool Santana knit pants. These are new with tags. Believe it or not, we got these at a estate sale. You see the tag right there, size 10. Wool and rayon makes the Santana knit. Original price tag was $3.95. There's the St. John tag, not to be confused with St. John's Bay, which is not gonna make you shit on eBay. Don't get St. John's Bay. No good. No way, no. These sold for about $120 plus $6 to ship. And we've had these probably like 9 months. I got these at the end of yard sale season last year. I think we picked these up for either $2 or $5 at a yard sale. I don't quite remember. I picked up a bunch of Nintendo stuff, and I don't remember. It was either $2 or $5. But you know, they made it took a little bit of a long time to sell. But if you're into something for $2, like, that's a great price. I had a few people offer me like 50, 60 bucks for them. I just was like, get out of here. I'm in no rush to sell. This is another women's. This is like a rodeo Western kind of style thing. It had these pearl snap buttons on it. Really crazy. I spent a little too much money on this. I spent probably about 25 bucks on this just because I was like, oh, this thing is freaking cool. The brand is Michino. I think I'm saying it right. I may be saying it wrong. They're cheap and cheek line. Very good brand. Their clothes is somewhat of a little bit of a slower seller. I had this. This was probably listed 3 or 4 months. I was actually going to send this into the reel to reel, and it sold on a little while ago. We got about $120 for this and $9 to ship. And like I said, I was into it for about 25 bucks. All right, we're going down the home stretch here. We got 4 more to go. This is a new with tags. Theory is the brand. See if we can get a. There's a picture of the tag right there. Talking about $4.95 retail price. Not really a high-end suit by all, but since it is new with tags, it's good. I believe I got this at a Marshalls or a TJ Maxx when they were doing that like seasonal changeover. We were into this for about 20 bucks. And it was a cotton blend, so it's really nice for summertime. Cotton and really, yeah. But actually, going by the inventory number, we've had this probably more like, this might have been from like a year ago. This might have been sticking around for about a year or a little bit longer. I was thinking it was from this recent you know, whatever, the yellow tag thing, but I think it might have been from the other one. But anyway, you know, anytime you can sell something. This sold for about 130, 40 bucks, somewhere in that price range. So $20 into that. I mean, it might have took a little while to sell. Would have picked it up again. I'm not really 100% certain. Just depends. But it's not a bad brand, but it's not the greatest brand either. This is a vintage, original, reflective honey for sale flange sign. Flange sign has that 90-degree angle thing right there. This is from the 60s. I picked this up. I think I was into this for like 60 bucks. And really cool. Prices for these are all over the place. Kind of waited it out. And this, I probably got about 150, 160 bucks for this. Or could have been even like 175. I just don't remember. Somewhere between 150 and 175. And it's sold. So pretty cool. Somebody maybe put it in their kitchen or something. I originally thought that would be cool in our kitchen, but since we are thinking about going on the road, I got to start moving some stuff. No different like the Tamiya body like that. I don't have space for all these toys anymore if we do our road trip. This is a recent Oxford clothes men's cashmere blazer. Really good quality stuff. This sold for, I think, $190 plus $9 to ship. Had the dual vents in the back. Had really pretty lining. Right there, that's the more recent or current Oxford label right there. I got this at a place for $15. Really nice quality. See right there, it was made in 2009. Even has the guy's name, Wiener. Hey, Wiener, I got your jacket. But really good brand, high quality, made in USA. I think it's made in Chicago, actually. And our best sale of the month was this Chanel bag. I don't know what that was outside, but a really nice bag, mint condition, had everything. Had the tags, the price tags from Neiman Marcus. You can see right there. Here's the box, made in Spain. I couldn't find much on this model, but okay, this thing won't clicky. But right there, Neiman Market tag, original price $17.75. There's the authentication card that comes with it, which matches up with this holographic on the inside of these bags. I've come very accustomed to actually authenticating these purses and very good with knowing the bags. I've done well with some Louis Vuitton bags and stuff like that. It's easier to tell in person if they're real or not. And you can tell by a lot of different things. And you can actually look up a lot of those date codes and they'll tell you exactly where it was made, what time of year, and all this kind of stuff. And there's websites for that. And if you don't see a date code in mostly a Louis Vuitton or a Chanel bag, most likely it is fake. But this sold for, took a best offer of $15.69 on that bag plus $10 to ship. And I sold this for a friend on consignment. We did, I think it was 50-50, and I sold it and it sold within a day. So not bad at all. I'll take that for that kind of dollar amount. And the other money went to a scholarship fund. But let me see here. Get back to this Hangout thing here. Stop this. See what's going on in the chat. Okay, I'm back. You guys missed me? Okay, let me go from the bottom up to the top. See here. Just making sure what happened. Can you sharpen your image, or is it just me? I think it's you, Mr. Sewing Machine Man. Can you do a Google Hangout private? Yes, you can. When you go to the thing, you can press private or live, and usually I do a lot of these private because it's just easier for me to upload it. I don't have to do like I don't have to edit anything. I just make that video one time and put it up. But just going through the chat here. I'm always wondering about those Abood out in Boston. See this commercials all the time. I usually don't pick them up too often, or unless it's like a larger size, like 48 or bigger. The smaller stuff is just too much out there, and it's not really the greatest selling stuff. See, the light went on. The lights on a timer just goes off. What's up, Drew? The California Pickers in the house. Yes, Upstate Thrifter. I like to have a variety of items, but if you notice, there's real two items that I love to sell, and that's shoes and sport coats. I love it. It's how we get a higher dollar per item too. There's a lot of smalls that we sell, kind of like bread and butter things, in that $20 to $40 range. But it's those suits, sport coats, and shoes that really go up higher. And I'm too picky with shoes. That's the one place where I can probably expand my business is with shoes, because I think I pass a lot of shoes that I could pick up for $5, $6 and sell for 30, $40. Ronnie, how does Brooks Brothers Golden Fleece sell? I picked up a suit a couple weeks ago for $13. It should be actually pretty good. You should get 100. If it's the Golden Fleece line, if I remember right, that's the made to order or made to measure line from them, where you basically have to custom order. They're about $1,000 new. You should be able to get at least $100, if not, depending on the size, push it up to possibly 150, 200, just depending on the size. Will you help me with a few polos, eh? I don't know. What are your polos? I can't help if I don't know. Yes, Lonnie, we are long tail people, but for a lot of our stuff, you can't beat the return on investment on that stuff. You guys are funny in the chat. You guys are funny. I love you all. Do you have it on good to cancel? No, I do not. I list everything 30 days. I've in the past I've done actually 7 and 10-day listings. I think it's better to do it in a short period of time. Unless I have multiples of something, that's the only time I'll do good to cancel. If I have multiples of the item and I don't want to constantly keep worrying about the quantity of the item relisting at the old quantity and not the new quantity. Like let's say if I have 10 of an item, I sold 3. When I relist, it's automatically going to go back to 10. And, it's just relisting what you have. And you got to pay attention to that. How did you mail the Chanel bag? In a box. Certified. I know. What is it? Signature confirmation and insured that baby. Probably costing me I think it cost me like $20 to ship it, but no big deal. But any time you sell anything over $750, you have to have signature confirmation. Or actually, eBay will even mock the box if you print your shipping on eBay. And if you unmock that box, let's say if the buyer for some reason says he did not get it, it's not like the lower dollar items. eBay will refund them the money if they said they did not get that item. Uh, okay, we got one more question here. I have a a Chanel. I have a Canali sport coat with a window pattern. It did have pants with it. It's a window pane pattern always from a suit. Not necessarily. You can get away with certain patterns, selling them just as a sport coat. Just depends on the color, size, but people will buy it. I mean, I just showed how somebody bought some just gray plain um, suit top. But the thing is, you want to do it with good quality stuff. You don't want to do it with slower moving, um, non-essential brands. It'll be really hard to sell. But if you have a higher end brand, sometimes people will buy it. Yeah, we actually had that video pack. We had that video made of us packing the thing. But I mean, I'm not worried about scammers. I'm really not. I mean, if somebody really tried to scam me out of something and maybe go through trouble and you lived within driving distance of me, like within a day, you better live in California because I will knock on your door and I will comfort you. You will need the police. Uh, do you buy Joseph A. Bank Gold Series? Their Gold Series is their more of top of the line ones, and if it's at the right price, the right size, I don't mind buying it, but it's got to be the right size, right price, and all that kind of stuff. eBay says it's good till cancel is best because after 30 days it indexes into the Google search engine, but sometimes it seems like the item gets suppressed. I think they get suppressed. I really do. I mean, I'm trying to sell everything in 30. I mean, and I try to sell everything in 90 days. Now, there's some things that just don't sell in 90 days, and it's a mix of things that sell quick and slow. And I'm not worried about Google, tell you the truth, because when I want something, I don't go to Google to look for it, and I go to eBay and look for it. You know, that's just how I look for things. That may work for some things and not others, I guess. What are my preferred sizes? Larger size things. I hate narrow shoes, and that's it. I'll show you two things I picked up at a yesterday. Only two things I picked up. I picked up these boots. These are pretty cool, actually. The brand is MBT, and you can see they're kind of rounded. They're kind of like the Skechers slip ups. I could not. This must be like discontinued or something because there's really not too many of the boot. You can't really find too many, and there's none new. So it tells me that it's a while. I should have turned that light on. It's kind of dark. But these are a women's. These are a size 7.5. These was actually I paid 15 for these. These I think I will get somewhere between 60 and $90. These should sell fairly well. And I picked up these two. These women's Salvatore Ferragamos. Look like they were never worn. They're brown suede with the nice buckle in the middle. And these are a good size. These are a size 9B. B in women's is medium, if I remember. It has a nice heel. These actually may go to the reel to reel. Because on eBay, it seemed like they were only getting like $30, $40, which is kind of crazy for a $300 shoe. I wouldn't list it for that. But if you go on the reel-to-reel site, they seem to be selling for 80 to like 150 range. And even if I got 55% of that, it's better than what I would have got on eBay. How are you storing your shoes? You know how I store my shoes? This is ghetto is crazy. I have totes in my office like this. Pick up a tote that's full. I have totes like this, and I wrap the shoes in dry cleaner bags, and I just throw the shoes in the boxes. And sometimes I put the shoes in the boxes, or I mean in the tote, and I don't even wrap them. I just put them all in there, and when I sell them, I go into the tote because we don't have enough shoes. I think if I got to the point where I had 100 or a few hundred shoes, I'd probably have to come up with um, a better program. I'd probably reach out to Tito, the shoe advisor, and speak to him and see how he does about storing shoes. I know Square Deal Guy used to sell a lot of shoes and used to have them all stored in the shoe boxes already and just give them an inventory number, how we do our suits basically. But I'm not sure 100% if that works with shoes being leather and different with moisture and humidity. And, you know, shoes don't sell over a period of time. Mold could, you know, come about. I actually left behind a pair of shoes the other day at a yard sale because they were moldy. Ugh. I picked them up and they were pretty funky. But let me see here. What size and price do you look for in the suits? You mean price to sell or price to buy? I mean, suits with me, it's more the brand. I will buy really good brands. I'll buy, it has to be a really good brand for me to buy up into about 46, 48. Anything bigger than a 48, like 48 to 60, you're getting into like 2X, 3X, 4X kind of blazers and sport coats. Those I don't really mind too much. I'll buy a shittier brand because there's less competition and less people actually buying it at those prices. So you can get a little bit more for a bigger suit, even though if it's a lesser quality, because there's not as many out there. Did you see Tito's rack behind his recent video? It was stacked. I seen one where he talked about golf shoes, and I was laughing because I've sold a bunch of golf shoes, and I was like, "Hey, golf shoes!" Some I've done well with, and some I've failed on too because I paid too much for them. All right, everyone, I'm gonna wrap it up, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video on all your other Facebook groups. I didn't say nothing. Not just kidding. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. See you guys later.